we go. A chance over to the near side. We're going to have to replay this horn. Down low to the near side they go, battling for possession. Zaka in the offensive end, going to be over there to Middlestad, over to Zaka. Zaka, he shoots. He scores! That's a trick. Didn't have to go. Face off. And the gloves drop immediately. We got a fight breaking out here. Kostelic giving some punches up against Sam Carrick. They're right at the center ice. Going to be a big shot and a big win by Mark Kostelic, as he gets ripped down by Carrick after the fight. That's going to be an added penalty. That's going to be a game misconduct, I think, for Carrick. And the Devils are going to clear that zone over to the near side. Here it comes. He's sure on a chance. A shot. Denied. Rebound shot. What a save by Carter Hart. Waiting for it is, I believe it's going to be, it's not going to be Marner in front of the net. Here comes a chance. A shot. He scores! This is going to be Paul Cotter on the first shootout. Taking it in towards the net. Going to make a shot. Deflected by Carter Hart. Jesper Bratt moving in. He takes a shot. He scores! Jesper Bratt gets the first goal of the shootout. The Devils have a 1-0 advantage. Here we go. Mark Stone. No attempts this season on the shootout. Here's his first. Moving into the near side, over to the far. He shoots and it's gloved by Jake Allen. Mitch Marner, ready to go. Taking it in from the near side. Working around with speed to the far. He goes and he scores! Oh no, did he double shoot it? Yeah, it's correct. Gloves immediately coming off. We got a fight right here at the beginning. Who is that? Is Zadorov and number 47, that's Struble, going at it right at the opening whistle. And here we go, Zadorov laying a couple fists, and it's going to be back against the boards on the near side. A couple fists going either direction. Still clinging on to each other over on the far side. Now they're all the way back into the Bruins offensive end. Still on their feet, still laying punches. Helmet comes off of Struble, and still laying some punches at Zadorov. And now Struble trying to get back in this fight, but Zadorov is absolutely dominating it, and they break it up on the boards. Up to the top of the zone, over to Mantha, intercepted, and here comes a breakaway chance for the Flames. He shoots, he scores. Connor Zary getting the first goal of the game on a breakaway after an interception. There's the goal horn. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to proc. But yeah. Gonna take the draw and gonna be won by the Pens. That's gonna be Kindle. Up to the near side to Shea. Shea working down low. Gonna try and take it behind the net. Trying to create some room. Over to the far side. To the top of the zone. Over to St. Ivan. He sends a shot. Deflected. Oh, I thought that was in the net. It went over to the far side. Battling down low in front of chance. A shot. He's gone!
He will not be denied twice. He will not be denied twice.
Billy Quinn, let's freaking go. That's how you do it, my boy. Passing back over to Novak. Novak taking it around over to the far side. Going to try and connect with Chinikov if he can. But here we go. Oh, boy. Here we go over to the near side. Carlson passing across. A chance. A shot. He's on! Let's freaking go, baby.
Yes.
The kid
Took it on his took it on his shoulder and said, "Let me just clear this one."
That is how you do it. Send the kid clearing the Penguins bench. Let's let that horn sing, baby. That is how you do it. The Pens pulling a comeback win off and not blowing it. That is how you freaking do it. That is how the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins do it. If they keep playing like this, we'll be covering Penguins hockey late into the summer. Let's go! The Pittsburgh Penguins getting a big overtime goal. Ready to roll. Face off in the Pens offensive end. Going to be taken back by the Red Wings. Sider along the far side boards. Up through the far side. Battling into the neutral zone. Taken back by the Pens to the near side. Here comes Crosby. Looking to pass it across. Ice a chance. A shot. He's gone! Russ! Front of the net, working with that puck, clearing it out. It's Kindle. A chance, a breakaway. He shoots. He scores! Igor Chinikov getting his first goal as a Penguin. Let's go, baby! 2-0 Penguins. Let's go! That is how you freaking do it! How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing in live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins hosting the Vegas Golden Knights in a clash of titans. Two strong playoff contenders, one arena, one day, two teams can enter, but only one can leave victorious. A huge game for both of these teams. Both teams having marches where they're going to be going against a double-digit number of games against playoff teams as of right now. So a big day when it comes to both of these teams as they are trying to make sure that they can solidify their spot in the playoff push. All right. But yeah, big one here. Crosby going to be out. The Penguins going to be starting Artur Shelovs in net, whereas the Vegas Golden Knights are going to be bringing Aiden Hill in. But the big news yesterday, Gino, 1.35 points per game in his career without Crosby, 1.08 per game with. But Gino, big news from him. The Penguins are going to readdress his future in the offseason. That means that we've got Gino time for the rest of the regular season and foreseeable future in my book. I don't think the Pens are going to want to move on from Gino after this year. Just a hunch. I think they're going to try to re-sign him again. Keep him going. Because he's been playing really daggone good hockey. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure we are all coordinated here and ready to rumble. All right. So here we go. This game is on TNT live for everybody to watch who wants to watch it on TNT. But we're going to be bringing in live play-by-play coverage and custom reactions that you won't get on the TV. So don't change that dial, folks. Here we are. Go ahead and bring in Doug Butt on this. Let's talk to him real quick. Where are you, Doug Butt? There you are. Let's run your code. See what you think about this game here today. Give me a second here. Come on, Doug Butt. You can boot up, bro. You can boot up. Oh, man. I probably should have ran Doug Butt beforehand, but Dum didn't think about that. So here we go. Oh, it's running. It's running. Yo, what's up, Doug Butt? What's good, man? We are getting ready to cover the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins hosting the Vegas Golden Knights in what will be a clash of titans. Not an attack on Titan, a clash of titans. Well, I guess it is kind of an attack on Titan, one Titan against another. But either way, give us your thoughts on this one. Who wins? Why do they win? And what is your best food-based nicknames for these two teams? We'll see what he's got to say about this one. It should be a fun one. He could quite literally say anything. He had a pretty unhinged one yesterday before the stream, so. Oh, we got Trish Mendez saying, I think Vegas is going to win. I could see it. The way the Pens played yesterday, they played flat. They played flatter than a pancake, so it would not surprise me. But we're going to be hopeful.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are just tremendous, The Penguins are my absolute favorite, and they've got this great flair about them. Sidney Crosby, phenomenal leader, tremendous player. The Pittsburgh Pierogi Puckers, that's what I like to call them. And they love the MAGA way, let me tell you. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights, they're not too shabby, okay? They're real contenders. I call them the Sin City Swordfish because they slice through competition. But let me be clear, they're a bit flashy for me, just like Creepy Tim Waltz and his radical left buddies. The Penguins, I predict they'll win this one. It's going to be tremendous. Great systems, great coaching. Their resiliency will handle anything the Golden Knights throw at them. Let's just hope they don't fall asleep like Sleepy Joe Biden on the ice. We'll see what happens, but I've got a lot of faith in the Penguins. Watch out for them, folks.
Around to the top of the zone. Vegas in the offensive end here. Thank you, Doug Butt. Taking it back down behind the net, but we have some really great names after that. The Penguins trying to take it away at center ice. Here comes Chinikov. Never mind. Going back the other way. Sid the grown-up. Yes, sir. Big check by Gino. That's a freaking Gino tank, baby. Oh, man. That's about the best check I've seen out of Gino in a hot minute. And it was clean. That puck gets cleared all the way back out to Shelovs, and Parker Wotherspoon takes it back on in behind the net. Working it around to the near side, moving it up the right side of the ice, wing-to-wing pass, now up on into the offensive end, a race back in behind the net, no icing, over to the far side, going to be played out by Jeremy Lazon, tied up now in front of the net, going the other way, here comes Vegas, up through the center ice area with the chance, passing across, racing into the near corner, Jack Eichel, Olympic gold medalist, gets it, top of the zone, shot from the point, not going to go by Braden McNabb, top of the zone, sending it back down, intercepted by the Penguins. Moving it out now. Here comes Brian Rust on a pass over to the far side. Sends it back in behind the net towards the far side again. Getting back out is going to be Caden Korzak. Going up through center with speed. Here comes a chance, I believe, Barbashev. Passing back McNabb, shot off the glove, not going to go. Still loose in front of the net, over to the near side, into the corner along the boards, moving up the other way. Blake Lazard gets absolutely laid out on the ice, and Vegas gets another run, passing in front, centering, not able to go to Barbashev. Back down low to the far side, trying to free that puck up in the corner, back in behind Shelovs. And we'll see. Moving around that far side, coming up the other way is Eric Carlson, clearing that puck up. Here comes the race, but they ain't gonna win. The Penguins ice the puck. Man, but that check by Gino, bro, I still can't get over that. He comes over and just bonk, and bro just flopped like a fish. He dropped on the deck and flopped like a fish. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, man, taking a look at these two goalies here, Aiden Hill and Artur Shelovs, should be a good goaltending matchup today. But hopefully we get more goals than what we saw in the first two periods of Boston and Philly yesterday. That was a nightmare. But over to the far side, left of Shelovs. Move, let's see, the faceoff going to be won by Vegas, taking it out over to the near side, near the circle. Passing to the point, shot kicked away. Back up to the top of the zone, maintained by Vegas. Moving it around now to Shelovs left, back up to the top of the zone. Passing, centering to the point, not going to go, puck goes loose. Back out to the far side, and we got a whistle for a Mitch Marner, slow to get up. He is going to get his way to the bench. Looks like he's pretty good. So not real much of a concern, but definitely a slight concern on injury there. He's going to head to the bench. Let's take a look at what happened, if we can. Yeah, you know what? Let's say hello to Heaven. Bro, that was like... Bro just laid out... That's Hurdle, isn't it? Number 48? Yeah, he just laid out Tomas Hurdle, just like... Bye! Oh my gosh, that was one of the best hits I've seen in a hot minute. So here we go. Gino with a 9-game home point streak, 2 goals, 9 assists. Coming to the near side, sent in by Dewar. Behind the net of Hill to the far side, loose in front. Vegas gets it back. Going back up the other way, a couple passes now, trying to center it into the offensive end. Not able to maintain it. He got layered out like a pancake. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful hit. But here we go, Vegas taking it all the way back to the defensive end off the stick of Shea Theodore. Over to the near side, gonna connect with Jeremy Lazon, trying to move it up the other way. Behind the net of Shelovs, over to the near side. Played up by Clifton, passing, centering. Gonna lose control of it. Maintained for Vegas here by number 42. That going to be Braden Bowman. Now down into the corner, tied up. Sent up along the near side boards by Gerard, trying to move it out the other way through center, and Vegas gets it back in the defensive end. There is Shea Theodore, tied up for that puck, sends it up along the boards. No icing, and going to be played by Shelovs over to the near side. Here comes Samuel Gerard, one of the newest Penguins additions here from Colorado. Moving it up the far side on a pass, centering it through center into the offensive end, taken back by Vegas. Wing-to-wing pass. Man, USA wins Olympics? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Including Jack Eichel, Olympic gold medalist, but a shot from the near side denied by Shelovs. Vegas with the puck still down low, going to be maintained along the boards. Sending it up to the top of the zone, that over to Rasmus Anderson, down low behind the net to Barbashev. Trying to connect along the near side, sending it up to the point. Shot by Hannafin, not going to go. And over to the far side, maintained by Vegas in the offensive end. The Penguins having trouble. Hannafin down to the near side, over to Rasmus Anderson, trying to center it, taken back. Brazeau passing across over to Tommy Novak, who eats the Vegas bench for lunch. over to the near side. Vegas takes it back at center to Jack Eichel, the Olympic gold medalist Jack Eichel. Now back into the defensive end off the stick of Braden McNabb. Moving that puck along the near side boards, punching it through behind the net of Shelovs. Over to the far side along the boards. Gino racing, gets that puck, moving it to the near side, up into the offensive end behind the net, and battling now over to that far side. Puck gets loose all the way up for Vegas into the offensive end. Nice job by Wotherspoon to hold up along the boards legally. Back in front of the net, taking back Vegas. Shot, going to be blocked over to the near side. Shot again by McNabb, goes high. Over to the far side along the boards. Huge hit by Parker Wotherspoon. This Penguins team is playing some angry hockey today, and I love every minute of it. Over to the near side along the boards, over to Riley Smith. Into the offensive end, centering, shot, not going to go. Nice job giving up the body, I believe that was Gerard. Now over to the far side, sorry, that was actually Blake Lizotte. Back in behind the net now to the near side, here come the Knights. Punching it all the way up, and it's going to be a Vegas icing. Yeah, the little Penguins are not happy. They are not happy after what happened yesterday. They blew a 2-goal lead. Yeah, they got shafted on that goaltender interference call to overturn a goal. But man, Parker Wotherspoon laid out Riley Smith like it was nothing. Bro, that was crazy. This team is playing angry after the choking job and losing in the shootout after getting screwed over in the first period yesterday. Which is good. I was hoping that was what yesterday was going to do for this team because they need these wins here in March. It is a critical month. They win the offensive zone, draw the Penguins to the near side towards Lizotte along the boards. Clearing it all the way up, and it's going to be another Vegas icing. It's going to be number 5, Ryan Shea, going to tag it up. But yeah, I mean, after seeing what I saw, I was hoping that yesterday's embarrassment in MSG was going to make this team angry and want to win. And it looks like it did just that. It lit a fire under their butts, and they are playing like it. So here we go. We got Mitch Marner going to take the draw against Nola Chari. Face-off won by Marner over to the near side in the corner. Clearing it up to the blue line. Kept in by the Penguins over to the near side. Vegas gets it back. Center of the defensive end. Passing to the far side. Now down low. Back to the boards. Moving it up through center and dumping it into the offensive end. Behind the net of Shelovs. Played over now by E.K. Carlson. Over to the near side along the boards. Punched up into the offensive end by Russ. Not going to be able to get to that puck. Taken back by Vegas. Here comes Hannafin. Going up the far away. What's good, Aaron? How you doing, bro? Over to the near side. Into the offensive end. Centering pass by Reinhardt. Not going to go. Big check delivered out. Causing a Vegas Golden Knight to run into their own teammate. Into the offensive end. Russ down low in front. Shot denied. Over to the near side. Battling for possession along the boards to the corner. And ultimately going to come away with it is Vegas. Hannafin, wing to wing. Passing, centering in the offensive end of the Penguins still, but Vegas clears it up. Now moving it into the offensive end where Sam Girard takes it over to Tanger to the near side. Up at the center ice area, Kendall punching it forward now over to Brazeau. Brazeau centering towards Mantha if he can. Not quite, still in front of the net. Shot! Denied. Not even going to make it to the net. Now back from Tanger to Girard. Up to the point. Shot. Not going to go. Loose over to the near side again. Trying to get there, but Vegas going to clear it out of the zone. Racing there is going to be Hurdle trying to move that puck. He has it in the offensive end. Sending it along the boards, trying to move it along. Another body hits the ice. Let the bodies hit the ice. That's what we're seeing today. So over along the far side in the neutral zone, battling for that puck. Vegas coming away with it now in front of their own bench. Dumping it into the offensive end, played by Shelovs to the far side, losing control, and the Penguins clear it out, but it's going to be cleared out so good that it's an icing. They're waddling to victory. They are waddling to victory right now. This Penguins team is playing the angriest hockey I have seen them play in a hot minute, and that is exactly what they needed. Looking at Dan Muse in his first year as a Penguins head coach. Let the bodies hit the ice. Let the bodies hit the ice. Let the bodies hit the Gino! Yes. So here we go. Face off to the left of Shelovs on the far side of the sheet. Looking at Tommy Novak. Going to take that draw here. Is that against Barbashev? No, that's going to be against Jack Eichel. That's their top line for Vegas. 4 shots on goal for the Knights, 1 for the Penguins thus far, with just over 12 and a quarter minutes to go here in this first period. Waiting on the draw here, face-off won by Vegas at the top of the zone. Sending it along the boards, down low to Eichel. Cycling around, passing low. The Pens wrestling it away, punching it up, and back over to Eichel to the near side. But the Pens keeping it in. Gino to the far side with a chance, a shot. Not going to make it to the net. Behind the net to the far side, Chinikov to Gino. Up to the top of the zone, over to Connor Clifton. Back down behind the net. Going to be taken back by the Knights for now. Eichel trying to clear the zone. Taken away by Tommy Novak along the boards at the near side to the point. Cross ice pass at the blue line. Centering it now back to the point. Chinikov down to Shea. Goes back, loose behind the net to the far side. Along the boards, Vegas going to clear it up, but maintained in the zone by Shea. Shot! Goes high after bouncing off of Aiden Hill. Along the far side now, puck gets cleared up into the center ice area. Over to the near side, punching it into the offensive zone. Chinikov shot! Denied. Over to the near side again. We did see another big hit by Gino. So working it around the far side, over to the near. Gino pass over to Chinikov centering. Shot, not going to make it. Broken stick for Vegas. Connor Clifton to the near side. Shot, Chinikov not going to go. Back to Chinikov, can't control it. Sending it back down low for Raquel. Over to Gino. Tied up for that puck in the near corner. Trying to free that puck up here as we cross under 11 to play in the first period. The Pens and Knights still looking for their first goals. The Penguins still looking for their second shot. Puck comes loose, and Vegas gets it back the other way. Here comes Mitch Marner. Marner coming up through center into the offensive end. He punches it, taken back by Parker Wotherspoon at the far side of the ice. Moving it up through center to Ricard Raquel. Into the offensive end, wing to Rust. Rust looking for some help. He needs it. Back on in behind the net. We are still waiting to see Avery Hayes. There he is, but he has not been making an impact just yet. Wing to wing pass for Vegas. Gets intercepted by the Pens out of the defensive end. Carlson over to the far side in front of the benches, clearing it up. Racing on down. Avery Hayes going to get to it over to Rust. Back in behind the net to the near side comes Hayes. Up to the point. Over to Chinikov. Back over to Hayes. Sending it down towards the net. Going to be taken back by Vegas. Rasmus Anderson clears the zone, but the Pens get it right back. Tanger into the offensive end of Lizotte. Sending it back in behind the net to the far side along the boards. Maintained in front. Still battling now along the boards to the point. Taken back by Gerard in the neutral zone. Sending it to the near side blue line. Taken back by Vegas. Punching it up into the neutral zone. Trying to get to it is going to be Colton Sissons. Sending it up into the offensive end. Back in around to the near side over to Tanger. Out of the defensive end. Clearing it up. Up in through center. Passing to the far side in front of the net. Aiden Hill. Going to play it to the far side. Tied up in that corner. Back in behind the net to the near side to Hannafin. Along the boards. Coming up the other way through center into the offensive end. Passing to the near side. Centering it. Shot from the point. Going to go wide. Bodies all over the place in front of the net. Over to the far side. Down into the corner. Down low is Ryan Shea looking for some help. Going to go ahead and find Kindle. To the top of the zone. Kept in by Vegas. Over to the near side. Cleared out by the Penguins. They're going to wave off the icing. A race to the near side. Hannafin behind the net. Hurdle beat his pants when Gino, when Gino full body checked him, yes. So into the offensive end for Vegas, taken back by Anthony Mantha and the Penguins. Passing it in front of the net, going back in behind Sheloves to the near side. Trying to move it up the other way here for the Penguins, wing to wing. Trying to take it back and create some room out of the defensive end. Centering it again, cycling over to Shea. Shea looking for some help. Passing along the boards to the near side. Into the offensive end comes Mantha. Trying to maintain that puck, centering it in front. A big broken stick. That stick went flying. Working around to the far side. Sending it into the zone deeper for the Penguins. Back on in around to the near side. Up to the top of the zone from Kindle. Shot by Carlson. Not going to go. Battling over to the far side. And that puck gets cleared up by Vegas. Dumped on into the offensive end behind Sheloves. Over to the near side. Picked up by Carlson. Moving it up the other way, over to the far side. Here they come. Even Tom Wilson will be scared. Anyone will be scared of Gino the way he's playing today. So back in behind the net, here come the Penguins. Ready to rock and roll, moving it along the near side. Blue line through center. Chinikov not able to maintain possession. Kicked out by Vegas. Up in the center ice area. Loose puck taken again by Vegas to the near side. Puck goes high, still along the glass. And again, more physicality. That one going to be with Mark Stone and Gino. What a surprise. Vegas takes it back in the neutral zone. Wing-to-wing pass. Back into the defensive end for some room. Wing-to-wing again to the near side to Lazon. Moving it up through center. Dumping into the offensive end behind Shelovs. Over to the far side. Back in behind the net for the Penguins. Taking it to the near side up to Brian Rust. Dumping it into the offensive end. Over to the far side corner. Rasmus Anderson and Avery Hayes getting tied up. Hayes sending it to the top of the zone, over to the near side, Tanger. Tanger shot, not going to go. Loose in front of the net to the near side, coming back down low behind the net goes Raquel. Sending it in front, taken back by Vegas. And here comes the odd-man rush. Vegas on a 1-on-2 and taken right back by Gerard. Nice job there by the Penguins. Moving it around to the far side into the offensive end, losing control. Battling for it right in front of the Vegas bench. Brian Rust, Ricard Raquel in there with Riley Smith and Mitch Marner. Brian Rust coming away with it for now, centering it, trying to find somewhere to go, keeping it in the zone. Taken back by the Knights. Into the defensive end, looking for some room from the far circle. Sending it up, now back into the defensive end as we're at 6:15 and rolling in the first period. Wing to the far side. Trying to move it around, trying to create some space. Both teams going for changes. Now going to move it up the far side, passing into the offensive end they go. Back on in behind the net now. Here comes the Penguins, clearing it up to center, taking it back into the offensive end. They punch it to the near corner. Big hit delivered there along the boards by Nola Chari. Down low along the boards. Going to be maintained by Clifton. Wing to the far side towards Shea. Taken back by Vegas. And a chance if they can get a breakaway. It's a one-on-one chance in front of the net. Passing it around in front of the net. Shot denied. Loose up to the top of the zone. What in the world is going on? Oh boy, here we go to the near side into the corner. Shea along the boards. Puck gets cleared all the way out. We are way behind. We are way behind. Over to the near side. Moving it in. The Pens have it out of the defensive end. Eric Carlson with that puck passing across. Now going to punch it up to the near side along the boards. Trying to punch it around here. Here comes Ben Kindle. In front. He shoots. He scores! Ben Kindle! Kid Kindle gets a goal to put the Pens up early in this game. There we go. Okay, now I should shut up after that goal. Oh, man. A huge goal for the Penguins here early in this one. A big one by Ben the Kid Kindle. Now that Sid's the grown-up adult, the kid has to go to someone else. And who else than Ben Kindle? 15th goal in the league this year. And he's still just a teenager, bro. He's younger than me. So here we go, over to the far side. Face-off won by the Pens in the offensive end. They dump it. They have scored the game-opening goal 37 times this season, which is second most in the NHL. The Penguins have in front of the net, back in behind, played by Hill along to the near side boards. Trying to center it, taken back by Vegas. Over to the near side, Hurdle, moving it in, passing in front, not going to connect. Trying to hit his teammate Kolasar in front, but not able to. Here comes McNabb, trying to center it up to the point. Taking it now, going to be Korzak. Moving it around to the near side, over to McNabb in front. Shot gets blocked. Over to the far side, trying to punch it out the other way. Vegas getting it back over to the near side along the boards. Hurdle gets a nice little checking battle there with Parker Wotherspoon. And over to the far side, recentering, taken by the Penguins. Trying to punch it into the offensive end of the near side. Mantha with that puck, looking for help, sending it down low. Over to the far side, off of Brazeau, back in behind the net still. Loose in front. The Pens from the point, shot denied. Gets blocked again. Over to the near side, down low behind the net. Playing with that puck, I believe that's going to be off the stick of Shea Theodore. Over to the far side they go. Punching it up into the center ice area, taken now by Vegas. 3:43 to go here in the first period and rolling. Moving it around to the near side, down low. Here comes Gerard with that puck. Moving it along the boards, trying to break it free. They want to break free. They want to break free, and Vegas takes the puck out of the defensive end. Over in front of his own net to the near side, passing it across. Taken now back by Brian Rust after Riley Smith did a little spin move. Up through center, into the offensive end. Here comes your chance, looking for help. Avery Hayes sending it behind the net towards Raquel. Big body check behind the net. Over to the far side along the boards. Moving it in front of the benches. Vegas into the offensive end if they can control it. Smith trying to pass it up. Nan taken back by the Pens. Punched back over to the near side. Moving it up the other way. Here comes Vegas. Into the offensive end. Off the stick of Reinhardt. Down low into the corner. Battling it out now to the far side. Raquel trying to clear it up to the near side. He does. No icing. Taken back out of the defensive end by Braden McNabb. Over to the near side, into the offensive end, he takes it. Down to the near side, boards passing, centering to the point. With that puck, Korzak to the far side, down low, shot from the boards, not going to go. Over to the far side, the Pens trying to clear the zone, kept in. And now over to the far side, wrestling for that puck, Chinikov, able to free it up. Over to the near side, and it's going to be punched back into the Vegas defensive end where they get control. Moving that puck around center, tied up for it. Just over 2 to play here in this first period. Over to the near side, into the offensive end, taken back by Eric Carlson. Over to the near side, boards Lazak, punches it into the neutral zone before Vegas punch it right back in behind the net of Shelovs to the near side. Along the boards, the Pens trying to free it up. Along the boards still. Moving it up through the neutral zone. Here comes a chance. Chinikov, though, not able to get to that puck. Taken back the other way for Vegas. Under 100 seconds to go here in this period. Behind the net, Carlson over to the far side, down low. Passing for Vegas. They have a chance in the offensive end, down to the near side. Behind the net to the far side, to the top of the zone. Trying to cycle it around behind the net again to the near side to Barbashev. Over to Hannafin, wing to wing, over to Anderson. Working that puck down, Rasmus Anderson centering to Eichel. He goes down. Is there a penalty? No, delayed call. Moving it around to the far side. What's good, RFK? And we got a whistle with 1:08 to go here in the second period, or first period. Amen, RFK. Actually, fun fact. I ended up stumbling myself into leading a Bible study in the coming weeks. I stumbled my way into it because the guys were here, and one of the guys is going to be going on a work trip. So I said, what's your plan while you're gone? And he's like, we don't really, do you have any ideas? Because we haven't really had anything. And I said, what about a study on the book of Jonah? And he says, that's a good idea. You should lead that. And I'm like, the you that is me talking to you? I've never done this before. So looking forward to it. It should be a good experience. Why Jonah? It's really a lived experience for me right now. I have been kind of struggling with a couple aspects in life where I really didn't want to do something, and I was actually praying that God would close the door, but He pushed it wide open. So I said, you know what? I could pull a Jonah, but I should act in obedience. So I acted in obedience, but not eaten by a whale, no. But the act of God wanting me to do something that I don't necessarily want to do, but then trying to follow up in obedience. And going to a place that is a rough area, to say the least. Did the grown-up need to go? Well, hey. Unfortunately, he can't. He'll have to get a goal here in a couple weeks when he comes off IR. But yeah, so that's why Jonah. That is why Jonah, because that's been the forefront of my mind, where I feel like I've kind of been living the book of Jonah to a sense. So I thought that was very topical, at least for what I'm going through right now. And there's a lot of wisdom to be gained either way from the book of Jonah. So, in fact, in a sense, Jonah's one of those precursors to Christ. Verse of the day plus Jonah Bible study. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be leading that with the group of guys I go to on Friday nights, the Bible study I go to there. But today's verse of the day was actually one that kind of came through to me last night as I was struggling with something. And that was when Galatians 2:21 came to me. And I love that verse. I absolutely love it. But here we go. We got a far side circle face-off won by the Vegas Golden Knights in the neutral zone to the near side. Behind the net as she loves to the far side. Gerard trying to send it out. Moving it out the other way. Here comes Ben Kindle passing across over to Tanger into the offensive end. Looking for some help. Trying to center it. Not quite able to. And gonna get cleared up the other way. Moving it in now. Vegas into the offensive end with a chance. Back on in behind the net to the near side. Moving it up. Trying to clear it out. The Pens do. Coming in is Rust into the offensive end. Down low. Shot in front blocked. 32 seconds to go here in the period. Up at the top of the zone to the point to Tanger. Shot. Not going to go. Off a couple bodies. Over to the near side. Barbashev trying to clear the zone. And punching it up is Dorofeyev now into the offensive end. Over towards Eichel. Punches it in. Dumps it in. 16 to go here in the period. Your NHL team, isn't that Vegas? I want to see who came in during one of the Vegas streams, so kind of my first thought. But here we go to the far side, moving it up 5, 4, 3, 2, behind the net of Hill, 1. And that'll take us to the end of the first period with a score. The Pittsburgh Penguins 1, the Vegas Golden Knights 0. Shots on goal are 6 for the Penguins and 5 for the Knights. I thought you did. I thought you actually did. I could be wrong, but I thought it was a Vegas game. We covered a lot of Vegas on this channel, like, honestly. If I go back onto the channel, how many Vegas games have we covered this year? I'm curious. Let's go into live, and let's see. Where's more Vegas? More Vegas. There is 2. How many this year? More Vegas. I know there's more. There's way more than 2. Let's see, 3, 4. We covered them back-to-back streams, back-to-back days. So that's 4. Where are you, Vegas? Where are you, buddy? 5. That was the Blues one. Let's see. And I know there's a 6th one. There's the 6th. Is there a 7th? Did I cover them 7 times, or was it just 6? Let me see. You called Vegas on March 1st. Oh my gosh. I think it was only 6 times, but it's been 6 times since December. So we've covered them like twice a month, effectively. So, yeah, because going before that, that's when we were all football. My first ever stream was Penguins Sharks. Then I did another Penguins game. So yeah, I've covered them 6 times. RFK, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Oh man. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing there. But yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. I've been kind of praying through, finding knowledge in the Book of Jonah. And actually, I found the connection I was looking for. Because I have a MacArthur Study Bible, and it made important note. Let's see. Wait, who's PDF? That is the Dallas Stars. That's the Dallas Stars. But yeah, I was looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. It makes specific note that the Pharisees were wrong in a sense when they said no prophet came from Galilee, because Jonah came from Galilee. I'm like, wait a minute. Jonah came from Galilee. That's the same region as Jesus. That's got to be significant. Do you still call Stars v Vegas? I don't think I called Stars versus Knights. I might have. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't believe I did. Let's see here. Taking a look on the Discord. Your first stream had PDF? Okay, so it might have been... Oh, man, that might have been a while ago. He's been, like, off and on. PDF is, like, so off and on. Like, I love the dude. He's a great guy. But, like, you know, he is a bit off and on. I get it. Life happens. You got a lot going on, so, you know. I totally get it. Let me just take a look over here. Okay, there we are. Oh man, what's good on X? What is good there? He likes cupcakes. Oh my gosh. He might have jumped in during a Vegas game though. He jumped in on games that were not just the Stars, I don't believe. So
Let us see. Okay. But yeah, just taking a look here. See if we have any other news as they are at the intermission report. Real quick, let's take a look at the rest of the NHL games going on today. So after this game, we got the Blackhawks and Mammoth at 4 p.m. Eastern. The Jets at Sharks at 4 p.m. Eastern as well. The Blues and Wild at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Florida Panthers and the New York Islanders at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And the Calgary Flames at the Anaheim Ducks at 8 p.m. Eastern. So really, a common thread with these games is that apart from this game, they're all just kind of like meh. I mean, granted, if the Flames beat the Ducks, or the Panthers beat the Isles, or the Blues beat the Wild, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But these games realistically should follow the standard status quo. So, it's not like you're losing your voice? What do you mean? It might be because I'm also trying to, like, hear myself actively. So I'm a little bit, you know, monitoring the audio of the stream while I'm live. Still kind of getting used to it because I got these bad boys that kind of feed audio, and I found an audio splitter that I can use within my computer. I did not realize that Windows allows you to actually route audio independently. I have gone how many years on Windows, and I just noticed this for the first time. So, oh man. But yeah, let's see. Just taking a look again, see if there's any other news. My first year on Windows? Huh, I've used Windows like my whole life. In fact, I'm having to learn Mac because our church uses Mac. They use Mac OS. But I've always used Windows. I had a little bit of Linux experience when I was working at the Pizza Hut, but like, you know. Okay. Yeah, just taking a look here as we have some time on X. Okay. Let me see. My church used to have Windows, but we changed to Chrome because Windows was slow and updated too much. You know, I've used Chrome OS as well because I have a Chromebook, but my Chromebook was like super underpowered, so I never really like used it for a lot. So, okay. Man, Chrome's what I used to use. Yeah, for me, I used Chrome for a little bit, but it just was it was a very underpowered computer, so. Okay. But yeah, just taking a look here. Yeah, Chrome is easy to manage. It's fairly straightforward, fairly simple. It's just a matter of I didn't really have a lot of use for my Chromebook because, again, it was just way too underpowered. It struggled to run a Documents. It struggled to run Documents app. It struggled to run, you know, even multiple web pages. It just was not enough for me. So. Wow, Instacart. If your item's not in stock and you want to cancel the order because it's not in stock, they'll charge you $15 to cancel it. That's stupid. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you might as well go through the order because they'll charge you $15 just to cancel it because they don't have your item. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad I got gas this morning because my car was almost out of gas, but with the oil prices shooting up the way it is because of the whole world, the powder keg of the Middle East blowing up. Yeah, let's see here though. Oh, there's Nightbot. Okay. Middle East, the missile testing center of the world? Absolutely. Well, the thing is, it's a powder keg. I mean, the actions of yesterday, which in part were a necessary action, ended up causing a chain reaction to where now there are 14 countries involved in the Middle East that are either attacking or under attack. All because of this one little action. I mean, you've had the world's only 7-star hotel was hit by an Iranian drone. The Burj Khalifa, areas around Dubai, got hit as part of the crossfire. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, just a normal day in the Middle East. But unfortunately, I mean, these things are foretold. Where is it here? It's somewhere. It is somewhere in here. Where is it? Give me a second. I need to see this. Where is it? It is somewhere. It is somewhere in here. Yes. It's in Mark 13. Not that the coming of Christ is anytime soon, but it does say, watch out that no one deceives you and deceives you. Many will come in my name, claiming I am he, and will deceive many. When you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places and famines. These are the beginning of the birth pains. You must be on your guard. You'll be handed over to the local councils and flogged in the synagogues. On account of me, you will stand before the governors and kings as witnesses to them. And the gospel must first be preached to all nations. Whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given to you at the time, for it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit. Then eventually goes on to say, in this Mark 13, starting in verse 5 to 11, then it comes back in 13:29, with even so, when you see these things happening, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly, I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all of these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. So again, you knew we're due for a bad earthquake in 300 years. That's the thing. I'm trying to learn to get better as to where where it is in Scripture. So, with that, all these are foretold. I mean, not that Christ is coming back tomorrow, but unfortunately for the earthly world, it's only going to get worse. And the best thing that we can do is be ready spiritually and be ready with our hearts. You know what I mean? We can know what's coming. We can know generally what's going to happen. We're going to see more wars and more rumors of wars. And we're seeing a lot of that ramp up. I mean, I've seen it ramp up in my lifetime. I remember when I was younger, the biggest thing was, I think it was like Iraq because of the stuff of the fallout of September 11th. And then you have everything else blowing up. As we've gone over the last 20 years, wars and rumors of wars have ramped up significantly. And remember the guy who said Christ coming back September? That's the thing. It said multiple times in this book that the day and the hour is unknown. In fact, right in that same passage in Mark, follows up in Mark 13 still, 32 to 37. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It's like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with their assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the rooster crows or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone. Watch. And that piece of scripture right there says that nobody's going to know. The only one who knows is God himself. Man. Half of his core center repented and the rest are still putting it off. That's the thing, is that there is some benefit to people claiming that it's going to be X day, in a sense, because it spreads the word, and people will tend to want to be repentant during that time if they think the end is near. Yes. Oh, man. Let me see. Let me go ahead and make sure I have the correct name here real quick. Man. Little Bean Sprout? Yes. Oh, man. We do cover hockey, but I also like to spread my faith in this channel when I can, so. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that talk of specific days and specific times, it can be hurtful because people will say, oh, well, this guy, he's a Christian leader and he said a day and time and it didn't happen, so Christianity's BS. But again, to the people who don't take it as a literal this specific day and time, it opens the heart to repentance. You know, if you know that the world could end tomorrow, you're going to be more likely to want to turn yourself to Christ and repent from your sins. So that's where I see some benefit in that, because it keeps everything aware. It keeps everything in the forefront of our minds, which allows us to all be ready. So, oh my gosh. Oh boy, RFK, what are we going to do? Oh man. Oh, nice. We're actually getting close to the second period. I see my little scoreboard updated. That's the nice thing about using some programming for this, is it automatically pulls from APIs, so the entire scoreboard is just automated. People have false claims about the return to bring some people close to Christ, but exactly. That's the thing, is that there is some benefit, but it does more harm than good. There are much better ways for us to really share the faith, as opposed to saying the world's going to end. And again, I go back to the verse I used today for verse of the day. I mean, that's an incredibly powerful piece of scripture right there, and I love it. You know, it's Galatians 2:21. The back half of that verse says, if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. At first glance, it doesn't really say a whole lot, but really, that right there tells us that nothing is too far gone for Christ. Nothing. There is nothing you can possibly do that is going to invalidate you. Because our righteousness comes through Christ. It does not come through the law. Granted, as Christians, we should be trying to strive to live up to the standards of the law, but we will fall short. That's just human nature. Ever since the Garden of Eden, when sin entered the world, that's just how it was going to be. But it is a very powerful piece, especially when you have a moment of weakness and you fall into that sin that you know you shouldn't. You fall back into that addiction. You fall back into that anger. You fall back into whatever it is that your demons are. To know that that act does not disqualify you, because righteousness is not gained through works, it's gained through faith in Christ. That is really powerful. It's a very comforting piece of scripture to know that while we should shoot to live for the law, we're going to miss the mark. That doesn't mean that we should never live to be the law, But that means that even when we mess up, we are still saved. And while we should try to be better, we still do not lose our salvation by our works. But here we go. We are ready to roll here in the second period of the far side. Vegas going left to right, the Pens from right to left. Mark Stone left the game in the first period with an unknown status. Remember, he was injured earlier this week after the Olympics. So here comes the Penguins into the offensive end. Gerard sending it around to the far side. Back on in behind the net to the near, battling along the boards. Vegas trying to clear it out. They will, moving it up the other way. Here comes Hurdle passing across. 2-on-1 shot in front, denied by Shelovs. In around to the far side, they send it. Moving it around towards the top of the zone through the neutral zone. Here come the Penguins to Gino. Gino with that puck looking for some help. Hits up Chinikov, his brother from Russia. Now back to the top of the zone. The Pens with it. Shot gonna be gloved by Aiden Hill. All right. But yeah, that is where we are rolling right now. So, start of the second period here, 6 shots apiece. And we are ready to see a face-off here in the Pens offensive end. Over to the top of the zone, Vegas moving it out the other way. Let's see. Moving it around to the near side, back on in behind the net. Wotherspoon sends it along the boards. Clears it out the other way, and it's taken back by Vegas. Also, did you know Jesus had to put on your phones as he preached because John was watching? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side. Sending it around is Eichel across, and it's going to be out of play. All right. So, taking a look at the Penguins here again. Pittsburgh, best win percentage since December 28th. The Pens are right up there, 773, behind Tampa at 833, but ahead of Boston and Carolina at 750. And remember, the Penguins do play Carolina 3 times this month. So there's a lot of ground they can make up if they're playing better than Carolina. But here we go, Lazat ready to roll. Man, led in 44% of games, second highest in the NHL. The Penguins just need to maintain their leads and not blow them. But around to the near side, along the boards, Vegas moving it out of the defensive end. Ready to roll, and they're going to ice it behind Shelovs. Thank you, Korzak. Okay. So, we are rolling here. A very slow start to the second period, as we are only a minute and a half in. Taking a look at Eichel, 51 games, 21 goals, 47 assists for 68 points, averaging over a point a game. And here we go. Eichel against Raquel, ready to rumble. On the far side, over to the left of Hill. Face-off going to be won by the Penguins, trying to keep it in the zone. They will. Back on in behind the net, over to the far side, and tied up down low. Eichel did get 6 points in 6 games in the Olympics. 2 goals, 4 assists for the record. But over to the far side, top of the zone, gets cleared out. That's going to be Shea with the puck, stumbling over himself. Vegas with a chance. Down low, that's going to be Bowman, passing across up to the far side. Along the boards, down low to the circle, cycling back to the top of the zone, trying to poke it out. Kept in, now to Bowman. Passing in front, chance. Not going to connect along the near side. Moving it now to the top of the zone, to the point for Vegas along the far side from Hannafin. Moving it down on a big 94-mile-an-hour zip shot, but not going to go. Chasing it down here, Hannafin to the far side. Moving it up from Dorofeyev, up to Eichel, into the zone. Passing across, shot denied by Artur Shelovs. Okay. So we'll see here. 17:21 to go here in the second. Oh, that should have been offside, but they didn't call it. Wow. Vegas getting away with a little offside on that one, but it didn't matter. So here we go. We got the face-off to the right side of Shelov's. Also, RFK, for the record, I'm looking forward to this. Somewhere in April or May, we will have access to worship music as the background music instead of this NCS BS that I'm not really a fan of. I just use it because it is free music and it's free background noise that I can use. But I got some connections. So a shot goes wide over to the far side, sending it down behind the net to the near side. Trying to keep it in Vegas, sending it low to Marner to the far side. Taken back by the Penguins, punching it up the far side boards into the offensive end. Behind the net, down low, Lazat. Over to the near side to Dewar up top. Shot by Gerard in front. Still another shot, not going to go. Back down to the near side. Here comes, that is Dewar. Up towards the top of the zone, taken out by Vegas. On a pass to the near side, down low, back on in behind the net. Tanger over to the near side, up top with a chance. Over to the near side, moving it up through center. Lazat passing across into the offensive end. He goes back on down low behind Rasmus Anderson there to send it to the far side. Moving it out the other way. Here comes Vegas up in through center ice, trying to punch it in. And that's going to be 2 for tripping. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bro, I need to get like a stream deck so I can just press a button and just get that. 2 for tripping. Yeah, Mitch Marner tripped up Erik Karlsson. So the Penguins are going to have the game's first power play. So here we go. The Penguins ready to try and convert here. Yesterday's first power play, they converted very quickly. So we'll see if they can do that again today. We got a face-off here on the near side circle. Gino against Sissons. Ready to roll. Face-off going to be won by Sissons and Vegas behind the net. Over to the near side in front. Loose. Played out by Hill. And he's going to punch it all the way down. Goalie to Shelov's. Back on in behind the net to the far side. Here comes the Penguins. Moving it up through center. Here comes your chance. Punching it through Raquel across into the offensive end, taking it down low, back up to the point. Cycling it around to the near side, down low, off of Raquel, down behind to Russ. Over to Raquel, up to the point, Karlsson, far side, shot, denied. Along the boards, down low, behind the net, Russ getting stumbled up, and a chance in front, going to be saved and frozen by Aiden Hill. So on the ice of the Penguins, going to be, never mind. They showed it, and then I tried to reference it, and they took it off. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, enjoying the coverage, whatever, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. We are only 3 subs away from our next minor goal, and only 8 subs away from our next major goal. So it'd be pretty cool if we can make some progress today on that. But now, back on in behind the net. Over to the near side. Going to be taken by Karlsson. E.K. Karlsson. The Pens have the 3rd best power play in the league at 26.1, but Vegas, 10th best penalty kill at 81.4. Moving it in, Mantha with a shot denied behind the net. Around to the near side to Mantha. Working it around now to Karlsson, top of the zone, cycling past the point to the far side. On a pass down low, back up to Karlsson. Karlsson passing low, gets loose and kicked out again by Vegas. Over now to the far side, behind the net comes Mantha to the near. Moving it up. Up through center ice he goes, passing to the near side and in front of the net, down to the far corner, trying to move it around up top. Going to cycle it from the point to the near side, passing through to Chinikov. Back up to the top, over to Tanger. Tanger sending it in on a shot down low, loose to the near side, not going to go. And Chinikov, back over to Chinikov with a chance. Chinikov passing in front, shot denied, maintained from the far side, over to the point, taking it in, Tanger, shot, gonna go down low, wrapping it around to the far side, Novak, power play expires, shoots, he scores! Igor Chinikov! second goal. 2-0 Penguins, baby. Igor Chinakov on the freaking goal, baby. All right, the Penguins with a big one. Tommy Novak cycling it around up to Chinakov, who punches it in for the goal. Look at that beauty. Right off the shoulder of Aiden Hill, bro. So over to the far side, the Pens winning the draw behind the net over towards the near side. If they can control it. Tied up along the boards, now comes Blake Lizotte. Can they hold more than a 2-goal lead for the Penguins? Let's get another one. Let's get another one. You want to hear it again? Let's get another one, baby. And Vegas is offside. So here we go. The Penguins with a 2-0 lead after the Chinakov goal off of the power play. My only gripe is why couldn't they have gotten it like 10 seconds sooner? Because then I would have got an extra half point in fantasy, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. Go to Vegas. How's it going, Nelson? Nelson cheering for Vegas. Well, we may have differing opinions, but I respect you just as much. Anyone's welcome here, and everybody's welcome here. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, that's what that is. Just taking a look here on X as we have some time. Seeing if there's any other news that we can worry about. Okay. Oh yeah, we will see. Okay, so yeah, just taking a look here. Okay. Man, just trying to get an idea of what's going on over on X. Oh my gosh. The Burj Khalifa actually almost got struck overnight. Wow. But we are back here in Pittsburgh ready to rumble. So here we go. Face off over to the far side. Going to be won and moved into the Penguins defensive end. Pittsburgh takes it back to the near side. Trying to punch it up. Up in behind the net of Hill. Working it around to the far side. Getting it moved up. Here come the Penguins. Taking it back in the offensive end. Lizotte down low. Moving it in. Go, 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 Del Vegas. We got Vegas fans up in here. Everybody's welcome here. Taking it around to the near side. Along the board. Shea sending it down. Chance in front. Shot denied. Over to the far side. And a big little check dished out behind the net by Vegas. Working it around now. Over to the far side. Over in front. Near side shot. Goes wide. And battling for it into the corner down low. Taken by Vegas. Never mind. Dewar. And the Penguins moving it out the other way to Connor Clifton. Up into the offensive end to the near side. Novak can't control it. Moving it around the near side boards. Taking Chinakov into the zone down low. Not able to control it. Moving it out the other way. Here comes the chance. What's good, John? How you doing, bro? We'll be covering your Blues later tonight. So make sure you tune in for that, too. But Chinakov passing back. Gino's shot kicked wide. Over to the far side. Cycling it around. Down low shot. And Hill going to come up with the stop yet again. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let us see. Taking a look again. Hill, nice job on the stop. Okay. So here we go. Chinikov ready to rumble. Moving it around to the far side. Face off for one for the Penguins. Up at the top of the zone to the near side. Wotherspoon centering to the far side with a chance. Should be able to join that one a bit later. All right, that's cool, bro, Joe. That's cool. And Vegas moving it into the offensive end. Chance going to get poked away down in the area behind the net to the near side. Along the boards, up the other way, into the offensive end. Chinikov with a chance. Not going to get a shot off. Over to the near side, moving it around. And up on in the near side board, trying to get punched out by Kolasar. Moving it out the other way, passing across in front, and a shot, not going to go. Working it around now, over to the near side. Trying to move it up the other way. Here comes the Penguins, but they can't get to it. Getting to it easily, there is going to be Shea Theodore with that puck. Moving it around, shot denied, frozen up by Arturs Shilovs. Okay. Let us see. So looking over at Shilovs. Oh, whoa. There you go. Okay, ready to roll. Face-off shot goes wide, left of Hill. Working it around now. Top of the zone shot, not going to go. Working it around now by the red line in front. Shot kicked away again. And here comes Shea Theodore on a pass. Moving it vertical is going to be Cole Reinhardt. Into the offensive end he goes. Cycling it around now to that far side. Across to the near. Top of the zone gets cleared out. The Penguins into the offensive end down low with a chance. Trying to center. Nobody home. And moving it back out the other way. Here comes a chance. Punching it back is going to be taken by Sam Girard. And the Penguins moving it. Never mind, we got a fight coming up here. Getting in there is Avery Hayes and Cole Reinhardt. Avery Hayes, the newcomer to the NHL, getting into his first fight already. They are grabbing at each other's shoulders. Avery Hayes is getting his jersey pulled up on him. He's sitting there like this. And just like that, they get pulled up. Nobody goes to the ground. But Avery Hayes and Cole Reinhardt going to get 5 for fighting. So what actually happened to start that fight? Let's take a look. That was what it was. Reinhardt got a late hit into Avery Hayes on the board. He didn't like that, and they just went right at it. Like, immediately right at it. Brazeau +2, yes sir. Brazeau, Letang, Amantha, yes sir. Well, I got my goal for Chinikov today. So here we go. A nice job there by Avery Hayes as he's sitting in the sin bin now. And the Penguins getting a power play out of that. But they might score immediately. Let's go! We're not even putting the power play graphic up. Here we go. Face off, ready to roll. Gino wins the draw, top of the zone. Carlson to the far side, down low, across near side. Trying to connect. Sending it back down low, around the corner to the point. Shot, and gonna go to the far side. Carlson with a shot again to the near side, goes wide. Don't know who the goal is, but gonna go back in behind for Gino to the far side, up to the point. Cycling it around, over to Gino. Gino, back up to the point. Carlson, shot, loose in front. Brian Rust! On the goal, I think Gino got an assist. Let's go! It is Brian Rust! What does PETA stand for? I have no clue. Bread? Man, a shot, a rebound. No, it might be a Mantha assist. Definitely Carlson, maybe Mantha. It's either Mantha or Gino gets the second assist. But definitely an assist is going to be going to Carlson, who had the initial shot. The question is, did it bounce off of Mantha before going to Brian Rust? People who enjoy tasty animals. Oh my gosh. But here we go. Working around the near side. I'm having a good day for fantasy because that's a 2.5-point goal. So we got an icing here. Let me go ahead and pull up my fantasy team real quick. Now going to make those. It's one of them. It's going to be one, not both. Because Carlson touched it after Malkin. And then the shot, it might have bounced off of Mantha, redirecting it to Rust. So it's either going to be Mantha and Carlson or Malkin and Carlson. But here we go. It is going to be Malkin and Carlson. So it did not bounce off of Anthony Mantha. That's what it was. So here we go, over to the near side, down low, moving it up halfway through this second period, halfway through this game. But they took the power play point away, huh? That's stupid. So back on in behind the net to the far side, moving it around with a chance. Up top of the zone, Vegas shot, not going to go wide left. Moving it out the other way, here come the Penguins, never mind. Vegas gets it back at center, 9.5 to go here. Back over to the far side, moving it around, tied up along the boards. Moving it to the top of the zone, shot denied. Around to the far side. Oh, are they saying it now went off of Mantha? They might have moved that. Let me take a look here. Let me take a look. Go around the near side. And that puck is going to be iced by Vegas. Yeah, no, ESPN still shows Carlson and Malkin. Bro. Brian Rust. Wait, why was that not a power play point? They took off the power play point for Brian Rust. That's dumb. Okay. Oh, here we go. Moving around to the far side with a chance, trying to flip it up. And around to the near side, a down Vegas Golden Knight. That's going to be Colton Sisson. He is slow to get up. And Gino getting into it a little bit there. Wow. Gino, man. Gino is playing like an absolute menace. Go, 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 go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so the Penguins ready to rock and roll. But Gino, man, he is playing like an absolute menace. I do not want to get in the way of Gino anytime soon. Anytime soon. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Just taking a look at a couple of things as we have some time here. Okay. But yeah, we shall see. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Oh, wow. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because it's Iran, but when they announced the death of Khamenei, they turned the entire mosque red. They mean business. This is going to be a long, drawn-out conflict. Son of a gun, we're getting back into the Middle East on another long, drawn-out conflict. Just don't let it be Iraq all over again, but it looks like it's going to be... Or actually, sorry, Afghanistan. Looks like we're heading down another Afghanistan here. something that needed to be done, but oh my gosh. Look at that. Gino had the hit. Take a look at Colton Sisson. Sisson just was not ready for that. He was going straight, and Gino just kind of swung in his way inadvertently. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Over to the near side comes the Vegas Golden Knights. Man, Vegas had a really dominant start, and then all of a sudden, just nothing. Okay. So here we go to the near side, moving it up through center into the offensive end with a chance and a spin out. Mark Stone left the game, will not return, and the Penguins are going to get hit with tripping. There goes Tanger. He's not happy about it. Yeah, Tanger is not happy about that call. Yep, 2 minutes for tripping. How about Malcolm and Amanda? They have 1 assist and has the power play point. Nice. Okay, they gave Brian Russ the power play point back. Yeah, Russ and Chinikov have combined for like 5 points. It's unfortunate Mark Stone has nothing, but I really didn't have any options either way. So I'm fine with that. So here we go, far side draw, face-off going to be won by the Penguins over to the near side, trying to kill off this penalty. They will send it out. Out there for Vegas, you got Eichel, Hurdle, Bowman, Dorofeyev, and Mitch Marner. Ready to roll over to the near side, punching it back. Here comes Vegas. Jack Eichel into the offensive end, passing up to the point. Cycling it around to the far side, back to the point again. Down low again. Working it around on the far side circle. Trying to move it out. Moving it around near side. Down low. Shot. Not going to get a shot. Back to the point. Again. Down low. Cycling it around again. 76 seconds left in the power play. And over to the point. Puck gets cleared out all the way. Nice job by the Penguins. I need Barbashev power play goal. Nah, we don't need that, bruh. We don't need that. So here we go. Here comes Vegas. Still no Barbashev on the ice yet. A couple of little hits there along the boards. Over to the far side. Shot by Vegas. Gets punched away. Goal, 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 goal. Well, we got the Vegas fans coming out, but let's go Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins, baby. Around the near side. Marner from the point to the far side down low. RFK with a let's go Vegas. Nah, we're not going to unite. A shot to the far side goes wide. Back up to the far side circle. Shot. And going to be frozen up by Sheloves. Parker Wotherspoon getting into it a little bit there with going to be Bowman. But the refs are going to come in and break that up. Okay. Oh, we'll see here. We will see. Okay. Working around now to the point, across, puck gets broken up. Here comes a chance. Can he beat it out? Igor Chinikov not able to maintain it. And sorry, that was actually Noah Chari. But over to the near side, 3-goal lead isn't safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. No goal lead is safe for the Penguins. I mean, look what they did against San Jose. And a big fight breaking out there. You got Shea. Everybody grab your partner. Grab them round and round. It's time for a good old-fashioned Southern hoedown after that save. Oh, man. So Shea, everybody getting involved in that. Okay. We want the fight, but we're not going to get it. Oh, I love that saying. Every time there's like a bunch of pushing and shoving, my go-to is everybody grab your partner, swing them round and round. It's time for a good old Southern hoedown. Yes, the guy from Pittsburgh is saying that. Oh, man. So here we go from the far side. Shot gonna go high and out of play after being kicked around. And RFK, you forgot the H. There's an H in Pittsburgh. Oh man. So here we go. Let us see. Working around now, far side, face-off taken by the Penguins. Backing around to the near side, trying to clear it out. Vegas power play does expire. Sand cycling it around the other way to the near side. Moving it out now. Vegas to the offensive end of the near side with that puck. That's going to be hurdled to the far side at this red circle. Shot, not going to go. Taken back by the Penguins. Moving it up through center. Wing to the far side. Going to punch it back in is Vegas. Into the offensive end they go. Around the far side. Cycling around, and we got a stoppage. All right, puck went up out of play. Colasar heading to the bench. In pain, it looks like. Oh, they, my parents ended up having to go out for something, so yeah. Okay.
Mission execute.
Let us see. Let us see. Okay, getting situated here. Just got to not give up a goal for at least next 5:15. We good? Well, we'll see, bro. We'll see. Okay. Okay, what in the... All right. You're cheering for OG? Well, we'll see what we get, bro. Oh, man. Let us see. Man, you'll see the replay. Yeah. Yeah, bench minor, so depends on the power play. We'll take it. So the Penguins working with that puck out of the defensive end they go. Gino, Mantha, Raquel, Rust, and Carlson on the ice for Pittsburgh right now. Rolling it out. Here comes Gino trying to control it over to the far side into the offensive end. Racing for it. Here comes Raquel. The Pens are 1 for 2 with 4 shots on the power play tonight so far. Working it now, getting it cleared all the way back out. Having to give chase. Shelovs plays it to the near side. Not going to be over to number 65, E.K. Carlson. Moving it in now to the offensive end. Passing across. Shot denied by Aiden Hill. Cycling it around to the near side. Gino on top of that puck down to the corner. Working it around to Gino again. Cycling it around to the top of the zone. Shot from the point. Not going to go. There it is. He shoots. He scores. Ricard Raquel! getting the goal for the Penguins. Let's play that goal horn. There we go. Raquel Rust cycling it around to the point and off of Raquel. Let's go! Rust and Carlson on the assists on that power play goal. That is big. That is big in fantasy. Let's go. I have Raquel and Rust. There it is. We're going to stop that because we already heard the goal horn for this, and it was timely. So here we go. 4 power play goals in the last 3 games for the Penguins. Ready to roll over to the near side. And in front, not going to connect. Oh, we got to take off the power play. But over to the near side, Vegas in front. Shot going to be easily frozen up by Artur Shilovs. Let us see. Man. So, rolling around to the near side, that puck gets cleared out to center ice. Moving it around, Raquel got the goal. Assist by Rust and Carlson, our official. Cycling it around to the near side, and we got another stoppage. Okay, so Carlson, 2 power play assists tonight. And it's going to be a Penguins penalty. Blake Lizotte going to the sin bin. Son of a gun. Yep, that's 2 for tripping. You get that stick anywhere down around the guy's legs, that's going to be 2 for tripping almost every time. But I have 10.4 points on 3 skaters. But here we go. Eichel up to the point now. Cycling around to Marner. Back across to the far side. Cycling it around now low for a shot denied. Around the far side. The Pens clear out the zone. Eichel, Hurdle, Bowman, Dorofeyev, and Marner out there for Vegas. Cycling it around over to the center ice area. Dorofeyev trying to move it in. Looking for a way past it across. Over to Eichel. Now over to Bowman. Bowman taking it down. Back up to the point to Marner. Back to Bowman. Back down low to Eichel. Eichel around to the far side along the boards to Bowman. Bowman cycling to the point. Passes over to Marner. Marner pass over to Dorofeyev to the far side again. Back up to the point to Marner. Marner pass to Dorofeyev. Shot. Not going to go. Loose in front of the net. Puck gets cleared out. Tommy Novak trying to clear it out over to the far side. And that puck along the board is going to be tied up still. Everybody's grabbing everybody. Everybody's shoving and pushing on the boards. That puck going to eventually try and come free. Less than a minute to go in the power play. Over to the far side. Puck gets cleared all the way out by the Penguins. 3:10 to go here in the period. And 53 seconds to go on the power play. Moving it around to the near side for Vegas. Punching it up in through the neutral zone to the offensive end. Here comes a breakaway chance. A shot. Loose in front of the net. What a save job by all the Penguins. Parker Wotherspoon getting in there. That was a dangerous area. They're flirting with disaster. Y'all, it makes no sense to me. Around the near side, down low. Chance up top to Barbashev. Shot goes wide. Over to the far side. Puck goes out of play. 23 seconds to go in the power play. 2:41 to go here in the period. Let's see here. So we are ready to roll. Okay. So we got a face-off here in the Pens defensive end. Over to the near side, face-off going to be won by Vegas, top of the zone, sending it around to the far side with a chance, a shot, not going to go. Still around to the far side. Moving it around now up to the point. That's over to going to be Theodore taking back the Penguins with a chance. Punching it up into the offensive end. That power play going to expire. So around to the near side, moving it up the other way. Here come the Penguins into the defensive end, taking that puck back with Gino, but we got a whistle. Let's see. Taking a look at Riley Smith. Okay. So we got a far side face-off here in the neutral zone. And there we go. Moving it around now through center. Into the defensive end of Vegas. Moving it around. Just over 2 to play here in the period. Around the boards through center into the offensive end. Sent by Vegas around behind the net of Shilovs. Moving it around Chinikov. Trying to hit around the far side. Battling for it now. Going to hit Gerard along the near side boards. Going back in behind the net. Looking for Tanger. Finds him. Tanger moving it around wing to wing. Nobody home. What was that pass, Chris? Over in front of the net now is going to be Gerard. Moving that back up now. Up through center. Looking to find some help. He does. Over to the far side to the offensive end. Punching it in. Back on in. Wrapping it around in front. Pass is going to be deflected by Vegas. Moving it back out the other way. Here comes your chance. Wing to wing for Vegas. There is 1:23 to go here in the second period. Over to the near side. Vegas. Moving it up off the stick of Korzak. Moving it up into the offensive end. Back in behind Shilovs. Over to the near side. Over to Tanger. Trying to clear it up. Taken back by Vegas. Battling for it. Puck jarred loose. Getting to his Ricard Raquel. Passing back. Looking for some room. 60 seconds to go here in the second period. Ready to move it into the far side. The Penguins trying to move it up. They clear that puck up, giving back to Vegas in the defensive end, over to the far side. Moving it around now into the defensive end of the Penguins, taken back by Pittsburgh, over to the near side. Here they come through center, off Avery Hayes to Russ. Back on into the corner, over to the far side along the boards. Vegas with it to Barbashev. Now up to the near side, Mitch Marner passing across, intercepted. Taken back by the Penguins, 27 to go here in the second. Moving it around the boards, Avery Hayes. Punching it around now, over to the near side, looking for some room on a deep pass back. Around the near side, off of the stick of Ryan Shea. To the far side in the offensive end. 12, 11, 10 seconds to go here in the second. Moving it around to the near side. Vegas gets it with 6, 5. Shot in front, denied. 3, 2, 1. Puck clears the zone. And that's how this second period will end with the score. The Pittsburgh Penguins 4. The Vegas Golden Knights nothing. Shots on goal in the game are 17-13, favoring the Penguins as well. Oh man, this second period was all Penguins. That's kind of crazy. Wait, what? Let me see. Let me see. I want to take a look at something here real quick. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That is nice. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That is actually kind of cool. Let me see. I want to see something here real quick. And where are you? There we go. All right. It's not something. I want to take a look at something real quick. Yeah, we're in trouble. You had one job. Hey, the problem is when you end up spending more time in the sin bin than you do in the Sin City, then you got problems. The Pens are 2 for 3 on the power play today. That's exactly where the difference is. 2 for 3. So, let me take a look here real quick. Put in the emergency goalie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here, just taking a look here. Oh no! Bro, that's great. That's a great image. Somebody posted on X saying, showing a picture of a pentagon and saying it's a pentagon, a hexagon saying it's a hexagon, an octagon saying it's an octagon, and then a B-52 where they call it Itolagon. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's like funny. Oh my gosh. Just imagine playing a game in your home stadium and getting booed by your own fans. That was Austin Matthews' reality. He was booed. It was partially booed. That's not as bad as they made it sound like. Okay. Yeah, let's just see here. Taking a look on X. Okay. Yeah, just taking a look on X, see if there's any other news. Yeah. Somebody made an edit of Khomeini. Oh no. One of those like I died at 86, but I was once. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. That's kind of crazy, bro. No, I'm craving? What are you craving? Ah, brah. Ah, brah. Oh, man. Okay. And B-52 like 12 arm jets. Yeah. That's your Itolagon. Nah, Pens ain't gonna empty that net, bro. Okay. Oh, just taking a look here, seeing what's going on. Oh, man. That's a World Cup Pride Night being played between Iran and Egypt. Bro, that is just hilarious. That is, like, absolutely hilarious. Like, you can't script it any better than that. You honestly can't. Oh, my gosh. We might do some World Cup, too. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh. What, is Khomeini alive in Israel now too? Bro. Someone's saying, oh, well, there's somebody who spotted Khomeini this morning. Bro, everybody that's dead is alive in Israel apparently. From Jeffrey Epstein to now Khomeini. Oh my gosh. To Charlie Kirk too. He was saying Charlie Kirk, Epstein, and now Khomeini. Everyone's alive in Israel. Oh, man. Jason's being moved to the Middle East. Bro, if I'm ever dead, I'm like secretly alive in Israel. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's good, Bagel? Bagel. You guys see the people, huh?
What the heck is going on here, Jason?
What?
Nothing, Penguins?
Yeah, 4-0. Brian Rust, Chinikov.
Their guy.
Yes, Ricard Raquel. Who else got the goal? I can't remember who got the first goal.
So, third period?
Start of the third period soon.
They're going to lose in the third, huh?
Ah, we'll see.
They're not going to show up. So what your buddy said.
Huh.
You know who your buddy is?
Hold on. All right, we're back. Okay. Feed Bagel a bagel. Oh, man. Oh, yep. We did see the Dwayne Jetski ad, though. Let's see. We got JD saying the Penguins will miss the playoffs. You know, that wouldn't surprise me. It all depends on how March goes. If the Pens can escape March with, let's say, 10 wins, I think they're in a really good spot to make it. 10 to 11 wins. But again, they got 2 against Vegas. They got 2 against Colorado, 3 against Carolina, Dallas in there, Buffalo, the Islanders, Detroit. I mean, there's just so many games against so many high-quality teams that the Penguins could very well drop. So, okay. But yeah, that is kind of where we sit right now. Taking a look at a few things here. Oh man, taking a look at the Chasing Silver, Florida Panthers and New York Islanders. Panthers aren't going to go 4-peat. They're not even going to make the playoffs. They're not going to make it. Simple as that. So. Looking at some of the other teams craving a playoff appearance. The greatest time in sports starts tomorrow. Tomorrow. Are we talking NHL trade deadline? The trade deadline is always amazing. The trade deadline's the 6th. Okay. Okay, so it's not that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that... Oh, it's not NFL free agency. Oh. Mid-major college basketball and conference tourneys. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look on X here. Okay. I'd say we gotta go Louisville. Wait, let me make sure. Oh man. So let's see. Let me see. Just taking a look as we have some time here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Now, I know you're trying to get me to say the numbers, huh? Well, let's see. Let us see. Yeah, just taking a look on X, see if there's any other news here. Okay. But let's see. Let us see. Oh man. Well, let's see here. There's 5 veteran quarterbacks with guaranteed money already in the 2026 can be released. To Kyler, Geno, Cousins, and Fields. I can see that. I can see that. Celebrating in Iran or this guy's. Oh man. None of it's really surprising. That's great. Breaking. Lane Kiffin is leaving LSU to become the new Ayatollah of Iran. I will forever cherish my 3 months in Baton Rouge, but becoming supreme leader is the next chapter in my career. Oh, man. That is hilarious. Oh, man. 1 year later, rip Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin drone down. Oh, my gosh. I just love how every time there's like an opening, like when Maduro was captured, breaking, Lane Kiffin announced the new president of Venezuela. Oh, man. I love that. Let's see. But we are back here ready for the start of the third period between the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins and the Vegas Golden Knights. Was on vacation in the U.S. federal prison where as he wears Nike Tech. Oh my gosh. Here we go. The Knights in the third period, 30 plus 34 goal differential and 9 comeback wins. The Penguins have blown leads. Let's start of the third period. Here we go. Face-off going to be won by the Penguins. Working it around is Gerard to the near side to Tanger. Tanger sending it up along the boards into the offensive end over by Aiden Hill. To the far side, moving it around. Man, since returning from the Olympic break, they have been outscored 9-1 in the first 2 periods, Vegas. But they also just iced the puck. Moving around here now, ready to see what the Penguins can do. Okay. So, ready to roll here. Far side circle face off. And here we go. Moving it around now. The Pens out of the defensive end. And working it around to the near side. With a chance. Here come the Penguins. Punching up into the offensive end. Down low. Shot goes wide left. Oh, man. I'm hearing a certain song here in Mexico. And a black car's at my hotel. Well, a nice shot there, but saved by Aiden Hill. Okay. Let me see here. So we'll see. 19-19 left here in regulation. Ready to roll here. Near side circle face-off for the Penguins and the Golden Knights. Man, the driver has a shirt that said Cartel. Happy March, John. Let's see. What's good, Nelson? Over to the near side. Ready to rumble here. Must be a car service like Uber. March of the Penguins. Yes. Okay. So here we go, over to the far side, moving up Vegas into the offensive end, gonna dump it. Chasing into the corner, Parker Wotherspoon gonna get there easily and quickly. Moving it around now towards the near side. And Vegas gonna maintain it, shot quick, not gonna go. Loose in front of the net to the far side. Here come the Penguins taking it back the other way. With a chance into the neutral zone, Vegas getting it back with that puck into the offensive end over to the near side. And a shot not going to go. Nice little deflection there. Behind the net towards the far side with a chance. Wrapping it around to the Pens. Windle chasing. No. 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 Just no. No. So over to the far side. Carlson with the puck down low. Passing across to Wotherspoon along the near side boards. Moving it up all the way to the offensive end. Shot by Hayes. Not able to get a shot, though. Just no. So working with that puck now. Going to be Shea Theodore. Sending it up along the near side into the offensive end. He sends it. Brian Shea getting to that puck. Moving it around now towards the far side. And gonna try and battle for it here. along the boards. Taken back by Vegas. A chance. A shot. Kicked wide. Battling for it around. Now over to the far side. Cross ice pass. Taken by Vegas to the point. Cycling it around to the far side. Moving it again to the point. Come over to the far side. Going to connect alongside Lazon. Down low to the far side. Mitch Marner getting involved now. Cycling around to the top of the zone. Puck comes loose. Taking it for the Penguins, moving it out the other way. Here comes your chance. Taken back by Vegas, up through center. And the Pens get it back into the offensive end. They go. Dewar not able to control it. Or sorry, Novak not able to control it. Around the near side, Hanifin passing it up. Into the offensive end it goes. Taken back by the Penguins over to the far side. They move it. Cycling it around. Over to the far side again towards the near. And over to the far side they move. Taking it around over to the near side. Along to the area behind the net. Over towards the far side. Who owns Pittsburgh Sports? U-Tree or Jason? No, it's U-Tree, bro. It's U-Tree.
Who?
U-Tree. Urinating tree.
What?
Hold on. We gotta hook you up.
Gonna need a tree?
What? Hold on. It's another YouTuber. He's another Pittsburgh YouTuber. U-Tree.
U-Tree. Oh, that's his name.
Urinating tree. Call him U-Tree.
Oh.
Yeah. So here we go. 16:41 to go. We got a face-off ready to roll here on to the left of Aiden Hill. It's going to be on the near side circle of the Pens offensive end. It's a peeing tree. So here we go to the near side. It's a peeing tree. Peeing tree. Oh, man. Wait, U-Tree's blocked by...
Golden Knights goaltender.
What?
Who's the Vegas Golden Knights?
Aiden Hill is in net today.
Oh, okay.
Around the far side.
You know who used to be theirs?
Huh. Well, I know Fleury.
Fleury, yeah.
Yeah, he was taken in the expansion draft when the Pens should have protected Fleury instead of Murray. But a shot kicked away. What?
Ben Kindle.
Kindle, yes, Kindle got the other goal. Yeah, Ben the Kid Kindle, yes.
Oh, they got 2 power play goals.
Yeah. It's so weird, like, hearing you in my ears right now. We've never done this before together.
Oh.
Wait, U-Tree's been blocked by the Steelers for years. Oh my gosh. Well, I do have that out of them.
Now,
so here we go.
What? The people on the stream here, do you think the Penguins will finish this up correctly, or do you think they'll screw up this third period?
Well, we'll see. The Knights did just ice it. So we'll see. He's been blocked for 8 years. Oh my gosh. Man. But we'll see. I figure since since Sidney Crosby is no longer Sid the Kid since he passed Mario, he's now Sid the Man Crosby. The Kid moniker has to go to someone else. Who better than Ben Kindle? Ben the Kid Kindle.
I don't know. There's some other younger kids also on the Pens.
Maybe Avery Hayes, but he's been around a bit longer. He's like 23. Kindle is still like 18. So, go, the Penguins! Yes, sir! Over to the near side.
Who's in the Penguins net?
Artur Shilovs! So, over to the far side.
Who do you think is the better goaltender, their number 1 goaltender for the Penguins?
Really? They have both been good. They have both been good. But, RFK wants to know, Dad, why are you wearing a uncomfortable polo in your home?
Uncomfortable polo.
I think they're saying polos are uncomfortable, so why are you wearing a polo? But Riley Smith, the bad boy himself.
That was from going to church. I wore this church.
Depends on the power play because Riley Smith tripped up Blake Lizotte. But here we go. Riley Smith, can the Penguins go 3 for 4 tonight on the power play? Ready to roll, face off over to the near side. You know you can change.
I know I could change, but I haven't had a chance to change. I mean, I was out all day. I haven't. My first time I sat down since I came back from church.
Oh, over to the far side, down low behind the net to the near side, up to the point. Working with it now, shot by Achari, gloved away. Over to the far side, cycling around behind the net to the near corner. Getting to it is going to be for McNabb, and the Knights not able to send it all the way out. Carlson down low pass, shot denied. Over to the far side, taken back by Jeremy Lazon. Moving it out the other way. He will not change into a Vegas jersey. Will you, Dad?
I don't have a Vegas jersey. Now, if someone on the stream could send me a Vegas jersey, I'll wear it.
Well, here we go. Chinikov passing it up into the offensive end, moving it around, losing control. 3-on-3 the other way. Vegas on the penalty kill, having a chance. Cycling it around now. They say to buy one, Dad. Over to the near side,
I don't
moving
see
it around.
a Vegas. I'd have to get online and do it that way. I can't go to a store.
Yeah. But around to the defensive end, the Penguins trying to move it out the other way. Centering it through center now, dumping it into the offensive end. 30 seconds remaining here on the power play. 13-13 to go in the third. Working it around the far side. Down low is Hannafin. Cycling it around now towards the top of the zone. The Pens with it down low at the red line. Passing across. Shot. Loose puck after being denied and gets frozen by Hill. Dad, or you could
That
just
was
travel
all uphill, wasn't it?
RFK said you could just travel to Vegas and buy one too.
It's too expensive.
Just find more money.
Find more money, yeah. Sure.
Don't you have a money tree or something like that? So here we go. That puck gets cleared all the way out. Chasing for it is Brian Rust. Over to the near side. Power play going to expire for the Penguins.
Told you, 2 for 4.
Wait, Jason, no, I'm not paying for the trip and gambling money. I don't have that kind of money, especially when I might need to pay for a PC repair. So here we go. Over to the near side, taking it back in the defensive end. Here comes Eric Carlson, passing up through the defensive end, cycling it through center into the offensive side of the zone. They're going to go for Blake Lizotte. Chasing it around now is going to be Korzak, and around the near side, taken up by Mitch Marner. Moving it into the offensive end with a chance, taken back in the neutral zone. In now is Shea Theodore with a chance, a shot, and it's going to be gloved by Sheelovs. Okay, so 12:09 to go here in the third period.
I did get a Vegas jersey. Who should I get? People.
What's good, John?
Holy cow.
Okay. Let's see. So just taking a look here. Oh wow. A mass stabbing with shots fired on I-495 near DC. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Just taking a look here. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah, it's Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts. Mr. Rogers night tonight. So. Okay. So, moving it around in front of the net, not able to roll. Around to the near side, taken back by the Knights. Around in front of the net, the Pens get it back, and it's slow to get out. Knight hopefully goes all right. You know the insane asylum's open, right, Dad?
Is it?
Gosh. So here we go, the Pens in the center ice area, taking it back over to the near side, off of Chari, into the zone, taken back by Rasmus Anderson, and the Vegas Golden Knights to the near side. Punching it back, and it's going to be off of Hannafin. Moving it up along the center ice area. Into the offensive end now, off of the stick there of Reinhardt, behind the net to the far side. Taken back by the Penguins, and Vegas gets it back at the black blue line. And into the offensive end, they're going to send it behind the net of Shelov. Shea gets to it. Clifton gets roughed up pretty good. Over to the far side, moving it out. Here comes the Penguins. Wing to Avery Hayes into the offensive end. Working with it down low. Rasmus Anderson to the far side. Cycling it around again along the boards. Trying to get it out of the zone. They fail to do so. The Pens sending it to the near side. Vegas going to get it back. Punching it back, taking it in the defensive end. Here comes Hannafin. Moving it around, trying to find some room. Sends it up, and it's going to be taken still by Vegas. Over to the near side. Up on into the offensive end they go. And it's going to be sent behind the net of Hill. And let's see. In the ice melts, we can play water polo with knife shoes. Oh my gosh. So here we go, over to the near side, into the offensive end. The Pens send it. Behind the net of Aiden Hill goes Tommy Novak, but the puck comes loose to the near side. The Pens trying to take it back along the center ice area. Into their own defensive end, over to the near side. For the Penguins goals, yes sir, John, yes sir. So here we are, ready to roll 2 on 1.
Ooh.
Oh man, back to the top of the zone. Tanger across ice. Back across to Tanger. Down low. Working with it now to the point. Across. Shot denied by Hill. To the far side. Puck gets cleared out. Okay. Just don't get shut out. Nah, they'll get shut out.
You think you're going to get shut out?
Yeah, I think they'll get shut out. Here we go, over to the near side in front of the net. Not ready to roll. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
What?
So here we go. Philip Hollander. The Penguins recalled Philip Hollander from his conditioning stint in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, but he remains on injured reserve after suffering a lower body injury in the third game of his conditioning stint. The Penguins said Hollander was brought back up for further evaluation and testing as part of his rehabilitation process. The Penguins would need to clear a roster spot when it's time to activate Hollander from injured reserve. He suffers a lower body injury in the third game of a conditioning stint after suffering a blood clot, which has sidelined him for 3 months.
Not his year, is it?
I would say so. So here we go. Moving it into the offensive end. Here comes Vegas, ready to roll. And over to the far side in front of the net. Shot denied. Hill can control, though, from the point. Shot gonna get kicked wide. And around to the far side they go. Moving it around in front of the net. Chance Anderson from the point. Shot loose to the far side. The Pens jump on it and send it out. Under 8 to play here in regulation. 22 shots on goal for the Pens. 19 for the Knights. Around to the near side. Vegas moving it up the other way into the offensive end. Here comes the chance. Mitch Marner looking for some help. Around down low to the near side. Trying to send it to the far. Battling for that possession. Blake Lizotte around that far side. And it's taken back by the Knights. Passing across near side to McNabb. Down low into the corner. Collision along the boards. Over to the far side they go. Moving it around again in the boards area. Tied up at the far side. Puck gets cleared all the way back. And we got a whistle.
Blake the Lizard.
Ah, look at that. It went right to the booth guy. That's where the puck went.
Ah, look at that little girl. Got the puck.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good, Gary. I love my Pens, but Vegas has regressed. A little bit. A little bit. But at the same time, they needed a get-right game after yesterday. After yesterday's embarrassment, they needed it. Let us see. Let's see. We have a real hot streak. Or if we have a real hot streak, we have a real hot streak, and we have a real bad streak. Yeah. That's Vegas in a nutshell. Let's see. What in the world? We're putting Botox, lip fillers, and cosmetic surgeries on camels now. Why? As I'm looking for news on X, I see 20 camels were disqualified for the 2026 Camel Beauty Show Festival for having Botox injections, lip fillers, and other cosmetic surgeries. So we're doing cosmetic surgery on camels. Cramps needs Botox. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side, the Knights punch it into the offensive end behind She Loves to the far side. Cycling it around to the near side to Brian Rust. Now Clifton sending it out to the far side, trying to connect. Taken back by Vegas in the offensive end with a chance. Now sending it up in from the far side boards, not able to connect. Back on in behind the net. Nice little check there behind it. And over to the far side they go. Cycling it over to the near side, trying to clear it all the way up. They do. The Pens getting a stick on it, so no icing around the near side to the far. Centering it into the offensive end they go. Loose puck. Loose puck taken back by the Pens to the near side. Up on into the offensive end they're going to go. And the puck gets taken back. Nope, they get it back in the offensive end. Here come the Penguins with a chance. Cycling it around to the near side. Down low, Gino. In the corner. Tied up for that puck. Comes loose. That's going to be Hurdle getting to it to the far side. Going to clear it up along the boards. And that puck gets poked away. Nice job by Chinikov. Along the board, cycling it around, down low again, taken by the Penguins, down low, shot in front, loose again, body goes down, a Penguin's down, we're going to get a penalty here, I think. No, we're not. Gino, slow to get up on that, oh no, don't tell me he's hurt. Anyone but Gino.
No, he's not hurt.
He was down flat for a while. That's why I'm concerned. They can still skate off the ice when they're not hurt and then be out 3 weeks. We've seen it before. I mean, Sidney Crosby played for like a whole half period and then ended up missing a month. So, just because he skated over to the bench doesn't mean he's fine. Oh, boy. So back on in behind the net as She Loves towards the near side.
See if he comes back on the ice.
Not necessarily, because even Crosby took a couple of shifts after he...
Yeah, but see how he looks when he comes back on.
Well, we look away, and the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins, Justin Brazel! Pens ahead 5. All right. Let's see.
This by Kendall.
Yep. They're also giving Tanger as well, huh?
Kendall is lighting the fire.
Oh my gosh. Nah, this
He's
is
on
real life,
fire.
bro. This is real
That
life, bro.
kindling is working.
Okay.
Ooh.
So let's go. Oh, come on, there we go. So back up at center. Man. Barbashev is -1. Oh no. -1 and at 0 fantasy points.
Ooh.
Barbashev. But Vegas is going to have to start getting a fight or something. Rizzo got the goal, assist by Kindle and Tanger after a nice little save there by Shelovs. Oh my gosh, I got 10.6 points today from just 3 skaters.
Who?
Ricard Raquel, Brian Russ, and Igor Chinikov.
You.
Yeah. I even have Mark Stone, who did literally nothing this game because he got hurt in the first period and did not return. So, let's see here. Okay. So just taking a look here again. Okay. I have no. Okay. Oh, there's the Dwayne Chesky ad.
So the Kings coach got fired, huh?
What?
The Kings coach got fired.
Oh, I did not see that.
Miller fired as Kings coach, replaced by Smith.
Huh.
I looked at that for a minute. I said, Hitler? No. Oh, Miller.
Well, Hitler would have been fired as a head coach, given his
it's
antics.
H-I-L-L-E-R, so I, in a quick glance.
I mean, Hitler would have been fired as a hockey coach, given his off-the-ice antics. So, okay. So, working around, the Pens clear that puck out, racing for it. And over to the near side, the Pens sending it back in the offensive end. 4:10 to go here, ready to rumble along the near side. Going to connect over there with Sod. And they clear it all the way out, but it's going to be an icing. Icing on Vegas. Okay. Let us see. Just again taking a look here. Pens win the draw. Oh, nope, false draw. Okay. Oh, face-off now in the Pens offensive end, ready to go. Face-off one, cleared out by the Penguins. Cycling it around now, wing to wing in the defensive end across, and in the neutral zone, taken back by Vegas. Into the offensive end they go. To the far side comes Eric Carlson. E.K. Carlson. Up through center, taken back by the Knights in the defensive end, cycling it around along the near side boards all the way out. Back on in behind the net to the near side. Here they come. The Penguins coming up the other way along the near side boards. Passing from Mantha. Over there to Gino. Over to Novak. Novak goes across ice over to Gino. Flipping it back, taken back by the Golden Knights. Through center into the neutral zone to the offensive end of the Knights. Taken back out by the Penguins. Goes back in behind the net of Shelovs. Played over there by the Penguins. Taking it back to the near side. Up into the offensive end. Chasing it is going to be Igor Chinikov. Around the far side they go. Chinikov trying to center. Taken away by Bowman. And here come the Knights. Over to the near side. Riley Smith. Down low. Looking for some help. Trying to cycle it around. Down low. Hits Smith. Trying to move it up and find somewhere to go. Cross ice from McNabb in front of the net. Not able to connect. And still over to the far side down low. Taken back by Riley Smith. Over to the near side to Braden McNabb. Shot denied by Arturs Shelovs. Sidney Crosby taking a look at him. Missing Sid. Placed on IR Wednesday. Will miss at least 4 weeks. So, that's a problem. That is a big problem.
He may be back. He could be back a little bit sooner, though, depending on how he does.
Yeah.
I think it may be even before 4 weeks. But they know it's going to be at least 2 weeks through March that they're going to be without him.
Be back in the middle of the Blues game. We'll see you then. All right, we'll catch you later, John. Over to the far side, taking it in down low, ready to roll around the near side. Eichel shot, not going to go in. The puck goes out of play. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. So around the near side, into the neutral zone, the puck goes, trying to battle it. And moving it around to the far side, here they come. Into the offensive end, the Vegas Golden Knights. Ready to roll. Oh my gosh. So moving it back in, the Pens in the defensive end, ready to roll. And a nice little save there by Shelovs.
Yeah, number 19, the Penguin, was trying to score on his own goal.
Man, does he, man, Wyatt Graham's used a toothpaste color polo today. Does he like to brush his teeth?
What do you mean? Green? Because it's green?
They're saying it's a toothbrush or toothpaste green.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Stretch out the body. Ready to roll. Coming up through center. Here we go. This is just... Oh man. A Penguins icing, but that's all cool. Can't say I've covered hockey like this before. I just need to stretch out just a little bit. Well, I'm sorry, Gramp uses the old man white toothpaste for his denture. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We got 94 seconds here left in this one. Oh my gosh. Bro, somebody made an AI Operation Epic Fury meme with the meme JD Vance. I love it. I love it. The Pens trying to take that puck away out of the defensive end. Cycling it around over to the neutral zone. Oh my gosh. There he is again. Oh, there's Marco Ayatollah Rubio. Ayatollah Marco Rubio or something like that. They called him. Oh, there goes JD. Over to the near side, cycling behind the net. Tied up, sending it in front. Nice little save by Shelops. Frees it up, getting a little physical there. I love that.
Doesn't look like JD Vance.
That's the meme, JD Vance.
Is it?
Yes. Hold on. How do you not know the JD Vance meme?
I don't know.
It started with that picture. The curly hair meme. So much so, JD Vance actually embraced it. He made his Halloween costume that. Well, under 20 seconds to go here in Pittsburgh. This game is over. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins are on top, baby. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins getting the win. Arthur Shelops getting his second career regular season shutout. Just like that, the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins are on top. 5-0 is your final here out of the Berg. Oh, man. You got anything else you want to say, Dad, about this game, bro?
No, and except for one thing, you were concerned about them playing these games. You a little bit less concerned now? Whether they took a...
I feel a little better, but again, Vegas is a hot and cold team. They are, no offense when I say this, RFK, they are the worst division leader right now, in my opinion. And it's not even close. I would take Colorado, I would take Carolina, and I would take Tampa 10 times out of 10 over Vegas. Vegas can get those wins, but they have a lot more up and down potential. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whereas a team like Carolina, Colorado, the Pens could drop both of those. They could drop both of those games. That's why I said the worst division leader. There's 4 division leaders, and I would take the other 3 over Vegas, personally. Don't take it personally. That's just how I would say. That's how I would take it. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, I feel a little better, but there still is some concerns. Nah, not number 1 of the 4, bro. You cannot tell me with a straight face, even if you're a Vegas fan, that you would take Vegas over Colorado almost every time. You can't say that. Colorado would mop the floor with you guys at least half the time, if not more. So, yeah, you have 70 points. The Pens have 75 after today. Every other division leader has more than 70 points. That's almost like Plankton saying he went to college.
Let's go Florida. Boop, 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 boop. You know
yeah, Colorado has 87 points. Carolina has 82, and Tampa has 80.
You know why?
Huh. Oh, I know, because of the Isles.
Yeah, what the Isles to lose.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, 70 points isn't anything to sneeze at, but out of the 4 top teams, out of the 4 leaders, I still see Vegas as the bottom. They're the black sheep. So, that's just what I see personally, but, you know, a win today was big. That means that there are only 13 more games of major concern in the month of March, including 1 more in Vegas. So, we'll see what happens out of those games, but, Dad, you going to join us for the Or the game at 5 o'clock?
What game is that?
The Wild and the Blues.
I don't know.
Okay. RFK. I would say neither conference is really more difficult because the West does not have parity. The West has minimal parity. Okay. For every Colorado, you have a Vancouver. You know, Colorado is canceled by Vancouver. St. Louis canceled out a team like Dallas. You know what I mean? It's very much a more spread out, less parodied conference. The West can beat each other up, but it's very much a top heavy and bottom heavy. The East is very brutal because of the parity. The Eastern Conference, anyone in that Eastern Conference, except for New Jersey and the Rangers, I would say, are legitimate threats to potentially sneak in the playoffs. That means there is 6 teams that are not currently in a playoff spot that I could see making a playoff spot. In the Western Conference, you would say probably there's only 3 teams not in a playoff spot that I would say could sneak in. Those being Nashville, LA, and San Jose. Other than that, Winnipeg, Calgary, Chicago, St. Louis, Vancouver, there's not a snowball's chance in hell, in my opinion, they make the playoffs. So, that's where I say both conferences are relatively equal, because your games are relatively going to even out. Yeah, you're going to have a tough game against Colorado, but you're also going to have a relatively easy game against Vancouver. You know what I mean? So, the Eastern Conference, there's no real gimmies. It's all tough. That's the difference there. But I do think we are going to wrap up this stream here. I still got to make a thumbnail for the next stream, which will be the St. Louis Blues taking on the Minnesota Wild. If you guys did enjoy the coverage today, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a whole lot. It tells us that I'm making content that you guys enjoy, and it tells the algorithm that you guys are enjoying this content as well. So with that, we'll catch you guys here in about an hour and a half. Peace out and have a good one. See you later.